Hello everyone, and welcome back to the October edition of Special Delivery. A lot has happened since you last saw me. I had a baby, we had Night for Life, a hurricane tore through Greenville, just so much has happened. In each of these cases, the amazing character and power of our God was on display. Thank you to those of you who checked in on us after the hurricane. Thankfully, the damage to our facilities was pretty minimal. We had several trees come down on our fences at the Greer and Grove Road clinics, and we are still working on getting these repairs completed, but our clinic operations resumed as soon as we got power and internet back. One of the things we did right after the hurricane was host a diaper drive for the community. The power was still out in most of Greenville, and stores were running pretty low on most of their supplies. I'm sure you remember that. This is a time of year when our supplies here at Piedmont Women's Center run pretty low, and we felt that we did not have a lot, but we were called to give the little that we did have to our struggling community and trust God to supply. We gave out diapers, wipes, and formula to anyone who drove through our parking lot that day. We also offered to pray with people in their cars. We had people in tears telling us about the loss they suffered in the hurricane and their fears of how to provide for their families. We were able to provide them with the good news of the hope of Jesus Christ in their dark and fear-filled worlds, while also meeting some of their immediate needs. And honestly, it kind of felt like that widow's oil in 1 Kings 17 that never ran out. Despite our low supplies, we were able to serve around 300 families. As soon as we ran out of a size of diapers, someone would drop off more. There was even a family that brought diapers that their child had outgrown in order to exchange them for ones that fit. We finished the day with the exact amount of supplies we needed to serve everyone that came by. But we had completely depleted our own store of items. We went home praying that the Lord would provide, and within a week, we had received so many diaper donations, we had to figure out where to store them all. Thank you to those of you who sent in supplies or money for us to buy supplies. It was a huge blessing to see God at work, and many of our staff were moved to tears by your generosity and the obvious provision and blessing of the Lord. Another blessing of the diaper drive was the amazing reach we had to people who had never heard of us before. There were so many people who learned about who we are and what we do. Our social media post about the diaper drive was shared over 600 times. Our call center was inundated with calls from women who were pregnant and afraid because of the lack of power, internet, food, and other resources, and they were considering abortion because of that. Fear is the number one factor for women seeking an abortion. God gave such kindness and wisdom to our staff and volunteers as they talked with these women, and it is amazing to see the polarizing effects that disaster has on people. It brings out the ugliness and brokenness of our world, and that is where the light and peace of Christ can be best seen as a contrast to the chaos that fear causes. Please continue to pray for us and support us as we share the peace and love of Christ with those who are living in fear. Thank you, and have a great day.